Welcome back to Are You Serious? This is Slappy Chaps Sivers over here.
The name's Slappy Chaps. Good to be here.
And this is Elvis. Hey, baby.
Hey.
How you doing? Welcome back to Are You Serious? It's been a while. It's been almost 6 months since we recorded.
No.
Yeah, we have not done an Are You Serious in 2024.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
Really?
We haven't recorded since November.
Are you serious?
Yep.
You haven't traveled down the mountain to see us.
Yeah, I've been up in that mountain like the Grinch, just looking down on you who's.
You can't see us from up there.
Oh, you think I can, huh? Well, I can.
Okay. Well, can you? Canyon?
Uh-huh.
How do you look, Nick?
Straight ahead.
All right.
What's on those cards, Isaac?
Okay, we're going to play Icebreaker.
Okay.
So, pick a card.
All right.
And you are reading it to me and Cybers.
What was the first cell phone you ever had?
Motorola StarTAC.
I had a Sprint flippy phone for work.
Oh, okay.
What about you?
I think mine was Altel.
Ooh.
Altel, and it wasn't a flip phone. It was just this. Oh, no. You know what? Prior to that, I had the Zach Morris.
Dude.
Flip out, pull up.
Oh, yeah.
I had the.
You had the Razor?
I had the real Zach Morris. No, long before Razor.
Oh, you had the fucking with the thick one that was the size of a phone that flipped out.
In 1999, I had
Where you'd flip down the bottom half.
and then pull up
And
the
then pull up the
antenna.
antenna, yeah.
And it was the size of a corded phone.
The StarTAC was like the next one after that. I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
It was
changing my
the
answer.
first flip phone.
I had a solid
Full
brick,
flip.
like Nokia with worm on it.
Yes.
That's the
I had one of those as my first what felt like a real cell phone. Because
Yeah.
the other one, you could charge and then use that day.
Yeah.
Like that, and
out of the box, or
but like none of us knew to take it home and charge it because it was this giant brick.
Yeah.
You know, so it was just something that my parents put in the car that I had and were like, here, just in case, but it never worked.
oh,
Because it was always dead.
Yeah. Just hit him with this.
in case you get in a car accident, you beat him over the head with this here,
Just in case you need to drive a nail and you can't find a hammer, you can use this.
and you want to pay $3 a second.
Just in case. What case? Bye. Have fun at the mall.
Did you ever have a Nextel,
No.
the walkie-talkies for maintenance men?
No.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
That
No,
was,
I remember that, though. I remember the next, like, there was a couple of different kind of key features. It was almost, you could, like, it's sort of like the dynasties, you know? It's like the Chinese kingdom dynasties.
Whoa.
Whoa. We can't be referring to.
Check it easy.
Check yourself.
Whoa.
You can't say words. It's like the Ming dynasty.
What?
What? The Michelle Kwan dynasty.
Can you tone it down?
But there were these cell phone dynasties. There was like the car phone was like that was like from the late 70s.
Everybody with a drop top had to have
Yep. And then there was the bag phone.
well,
And then there was the Zach Morris that had the fixed antenna.
no, before that there was the Wolf of Wall Street, like the big.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Zach Morris had one of those too, but that's the one that I think of with Zach Morris is the Gordon Gecko one, the one that's this.
Oh, is
and then
that
it
what
has
you
the
were
big
talking about?
fixed- no, yours was the one after that, right? That had the flip down,
like a
bottom.
Game Boy.
Mine was
then
the
the
one
pull-up.
after that. Yep.
Yeah. And then there was Nextel that had the beep beep and the
Dude,
little
I
thing.
remember thinking when I had one of those for work, I was like, this company is 100% going to go under.
Oh, you didn't think it was like the future? You like these guys are the future. They're hanging on. They're cutting edge.
It chirps and then you speak to that person whether they're listening or not.
That's the way a walkie-talkie works.
Yeah. So your side bitch just chirps you when you're at home with your wife.
Oh man,
Bro,
that's
that
rough.
company never had a chance.
Yeah, that's true. But they did bring it back. Boost Mobile brought it back. The beep beep. Where you at? You don't remember that?
That's
ad?
just for
Also,
exceptionally poor
in
people.
that time period, though,
Well,
living
I
in
think
North
that's unfair.
Carolina, it 100% meant you were a redneck if you had a Nextel.
or blue collar.
Facts.
Or a what?
Or blue collar, like a working person, like a person who worked.
No, it meant
With their hands.
It meant redneck.
Yeah,
No.
you could be both. I mean, two things can be true at once.
It was-
you can have a
Most
job
blue
and be a
collar
redneck.
is the collar doesn't cover your neck.
That's right. It's a blue collar, it's a redneck, and it's the white inside of your mouth that's covered in methamphetamine.
These collars don't run.
Wow.
I was holding on to that one for a minute.
That's good.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Pick a card, any card. Just pick that one.
Well, I have to pick 2. Oh, damn it.
You want this one?
I know. What celebrity crushes did you have growing up? Oh, man. I'm trying to think of the first one.
You're going to answer your own question first?
Oh, sorry. Is that how it works?
I
I have
don't
to
know
ask
how
you
it
guys?
is.
Oh, okay.
There's no
Christina Aguilera.
Okay.
Pamela Anderson.
You know, mine, my first one that is like really strong in my mind is Janet Jackson. And then when I see her now, I'm like,
Straight up now, tell me.
but back then, that was Paula Abdul.
Excuse me.
But she too. I mean, if there was room for a third, she would be the one I would have invited. But remember that? What was it was the album That's the Way Love Goes, the one where she was like had her arms up and someone was like covering her naked,
Justin Timberlake.
beautiful breasts.
Yep.
Oh my God, that album. That was like the first time that I realized that the point of life was to
Procreate.
fuck Janet Jackson.
Yeah. Dude, after Pamela Anderson, they slowly started introducing like just as beautiful but not more beautiful women
Oh,
on Baywatch.
Oh, okay. After Pam Anderson.
I've had sex with Baywatch more than any other thing on the planet.
Oh, in your mind.
No, like masturbatorially.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
As a child and an adult.
Yeah. I mean, you know, who can resist David Hasselhoff?
Dude, those pecs, bro?
Those picks don't quit.
No. Those pecs don't run. But he does. In slow motion
man, he
on
does.
the beach.
And those pecs look pretty solid when he runs.
Remember
Yeah.
Cody?
No.
His
I never
son?
watched Baywatch.
Cody, his son.
Bam. All right. Are you always late, early, or on time?
Early.
Yeah, if you're not early, you're late.
Yeah, that's a stupid question.
Yeah.
It's a stupid question.
If you're on time, that means that you at best have mutual respect.
At one point or another, the three of us have all worked in film production. So if you work in film production, you're early for the rest of your life after that. It's like
You
going
have
to
to be.
war.
I mean, you just get drilled into your head that to be late is disrespecting other people.
Right.
That's one of the cardinal rules I learned from being in production.
Which I will use on purpose from time to time to disrespect someone I don't like.
Well, there you go. It cuts both ways.
What do you
All
got?
right, so similar to a cell phone, what was your first car?
A 1995 Chevy Corsica.
1987 Buick Regal.
1990 Honda Accord.
Nice.
They're vacuuming the.
How much was your? Do you remember how much you paid for your first car?
$0.
My dad,
Nice.
my dad gave it to me.
My parents got a new car and gave me their old one.
My mom bought this Corsica for $600, and then she ended up giving it to me 6 months later when I had my driver's license, and she got an actual nice car.
They did something interesting though. My parents filled up the tank and said, when this is out, you'll need to, from then on, pay for the gas.
Yeah.
So they gave me one tank of gas to go get a job. So
Wow,
that's great.
One of the first places I drove was a place I knew I could probably get a job because my friend worked there.
Guitar Center.
You put both lessons together, and you got a job at a gas station.
A bagel place.
Wow,
A bagel
nice.
shop. Yeah.
Nice.
I
My
traded-
mom got me my first job at a shoe store because she was a runner and she knew the guy that owned it. And
and it was owned by the
was a
family,
shoo-in.
so it was kind of easy.
by the family.
Yeah.
By my family?
Yeah.
I've never worked for my family. Never, not once. Not made $1.
You
for
haven't
my
worked for the Empire once?
family. No.
That's crazy.
No, I struck back.
Wow. Thanks, Darth.
Yeah, that's right.
I traded mine in for $600 credit towards a 89 Chevy Beretta. Or
Ooh.
91 Chevy
Was it
Beretta.
red?
It was red.
Oh, I love that Beretta.
Dude.
It had the skirts and stuff,
Yes.
like the kit.
We called it the fucking Beretta.
Because
we were 16.
My buddy had a red Chevy Colt,
Ooh.
and we call it the bloody stool because it was an absolute piece of shit. And it was red.
I had a friend who had a red Dodge Neon who blew ice out of the air conditioning unit. It was so cold.
Oh.
Like, if you sat there long enough blasting the air, little ice
I want
bubbles
that.
would pop out. It was crazy.
You called it Winter Fresh because of the commercial where
Yes.
they would blow ice crystals out. You remember that?
Now Nick blows ice crystals out of his ass.
Yeah, that is a cool party trick.
You should do that again.
All right.
Yeah, it's cool because it would be. I think probably if you did the ping pong balls and the ice crystals, it would be You know,
Right.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
it is a lot, but it's different.
But if your
Who's doing
dick
that?
gets real hot, you just be like, Nick.
I gotta go. Sorry, guys, my dick just got real hot. It just gets hot. You know what I mean?
Dude, I was doing an episode with DJ earlier, and he goes, he bought a snow cone machine, and I was like, how many snow cones a day are you eating? He's like, I don't know, 6.
Oh my god!
And he goes, did you know if a male overheats, he can stick a snow cone on his nuts, and it'll lower your core body temperature in
Absolutely.
30 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know that. I need you to prove it.
You knew that?
Yeah.
About snow
Well, because
cones?
it's all just about what the skin is made of. The same thing with basset hounds. Their ears, you can cool them down through their ears because it's like your nutsack is made of basset hound ear skin. All right. If you were playing a trivia game, who would you want as your partner, dead or alive?
Well, that's weird because if it's current trivia and you get Abraham Lincoln, he's not gonna know.
He's gonna be like, I've never heard of the iPhone.
So I want the president of 2050.
I want Ken. I want Ken Jennings, the guy who's won Jeopardy more times than everyone else.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
okay. There's no better answer than that.
Yep.
Okay.
Nick wins.
Game over.
Nick won the card.
All right, I'll take one. Do you sing in the car or the shower?
Or car.
Or both.
In the sink. Both.
Do you shower in the sink? Is that the question?
Do you sing in the shower?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not in the shower. Never. I've never understood that.
Me either. I don't do the shower, but I do the car.
Car for sure.
We've done all the car together.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's true. Bohemian Rhapsody.
The car's made for sing. You know what's interesting?
It's been.
Okay, how about this? You want to know what's interesting? It's not like we're 3 unique people on the face of the earth that sing in their car. Why has no one? You remember? Okay, you remember like in 1996, 1998, Volkswagen did a thing with Fender.
It was the early 2000s with Slash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you'd get a Stratocaster with your Jetta.
Yep.
And they also did the same thing like 2 years earlier with
you
skis
plug it
and
into the car?
snowboards. Yeah. Yeah, they had like a 1/4-inch jack and it would run through your stereo.
I was at Guitar Center at the time. It was like 2004 or 5 when that actually happened.
Okay, yes.
And yeah, you got a guitar with the Jetta or whatever
Yeah.
it was, and it had an amp built into the speakers in the car, so you could actually plug the guitar in on like a work break or whatever it was.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jetta, it was actually like a kind of an ongoing thing that they were doing where they would sell like lifestyle into the Jetta, and they did a thing with K2, the ski and snowboard company, where you could pick they give you a roof rack for the Jetta. It would like come with the K2 Jetta, and you could pick skis or a snowboard, and it would come with like the K2 Jetta co-branded skis or snowboard. Here's my point. There's a lot of features that get built into a car. Most of them are around just creature comforts, like, heated and air conditioned seats and whatever. Why hasn't anyone built in a feature around singing in the car? Like auto-tune or something, like building auto-tune into your,
wow.
So
We might have to cut that out. That's a pretty good idea.
it's a pretty good idea.
Yep.
I mean, here we go, people. Free
So-
ideas, make them happen, okay?
Yeah, there's a mic close enough to the driver's mouth
Yep.
that is not coming through the speaker until it's been processed.
Yes,
But
and then it comes
through
out.
the speaker and you can set the volume of your voice versus the radio.
And it
Wow.
automatically
just like
detects the key of the song, auto tunes to it, and then blasts it back out the speaker. So when you're driving down Melrose, you sound like a golden god.
You have, and then there's one on the shotgun side, right? That you can mix them. So you've got a little like
Auto harmony.
3-way mix.
You know what? Okay, so yes, and yes. You know what this also is great for? That mic's going to be closer, and it's going to be a way nicer mic than any car has ever had in it.
The cars that have Apple Play could have GarageBand in it.
Absolutely.
With just a simple version of GarageBand where you already have the mix.
And you can pull it right. You're recording it straight on your phone because Apple processes off your phone, so you've got the tracks there. You
Yeah.
get out of the car, you're like, I think I sang pretty fucking
we
good
just
on.
nailed that.
Yeah. And a side benefit is that'll be the best car in the world to take a call from because it has a really high quality microphone. It's placed like right on the side of your headrest, so when you take a call from that car, it's going to be super. It's going to sound like you're in a fucking podcast booth.
Speaking of which, you could make a podcast version of that car, and it's just
You
set
could
up.
podcast in the car.
Yeah, that's all
You
you do.
could car
Carcast.
in the podcast.
You could drive while podcasting.
Driving while
That
potting.
sounds safe.
Well, singing Mariah Carey tunes doesn't seem real safe either.
Shit it out.
Multi-tracking down Melrose doesn't seem like a pretty safe idea.
When your days and your
That's a
nights
great
are
idea,
a
though,
little
guys.
bit colder.
Which I don't like that one.
But the auto-tune will be like,
What were some video game systems you had as a kid?
NES.
Did anyone have Atari?
No.
No, I had a neighbor. My neighbor Mikey had Atari. I had to go to his house.
Did we all start with just regular Nintendo?
Yeah.
Doug?
I never got a regular Nintendo.
Oh, yeah,
That's
NES.
Weird.
My first one that I had to buy myself was PlayStation 2.
You want to know how...
You never had to, like, you were never given
No, I wasn't allowed. No, I had to go next door to my buddy Eddie's house.
because of church, or
Yeah, it was against the Lord.
oh,
We didn't have cable.
And
either.
meanwhile, Jesus and the Lord are up there playing fucking Duck Hunt. And
Well, they
they're like,
invented it.
oh, you
Yeah.
weren't allowed to watch
good
the
point.
Simpsons, were you?
No. That's why I still don't like it to this day.
Wow,
Plus, The
Jesus.
Simpsons didn't even come out till I was in high school.
Simpsons so good.
It came out when you were a kid.
Yeah, it was like 1987 or something.
Really?
Yeah.
It was late '80s, early '90s when
Yeah.
it came
Yeah, I
out.
was graduated high school by then.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I'm 75 years
What
old.
are you, the class of 98?
Yeah.
99?
98.
98?
All right, this is an interesting one. I like this. Do you make your bed in the morning? Why or why not?
No.
I really try to because it makes such a fucking difference. It really does. When you walk back into your room and your bed's all unmade, it just makes you feel like a piece of shit.
That's why I don't make it.
I am a most of the time, not all of the time person.
I'm the
Depends on the, but between my wife and I, it's almost every day.
Yeah, if I'm staying at a lady's house, I'll make it while she's in the shower or something. I'll make her bed. But I won't.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't have like 90 throw pillows and like sheets and stuff. I just have a comforter, and I'll shake it out and make it nice before a lady comes over, but I don't need to have it nice for me when I crawl back in it at night.
You know, it's interesting because what you just described was, I have a really easy bed to make. Of course I don't make it.
Yeah.
And then you were like, when I'm over at someone else's house and they have a butt ton of throw pillows, I'll make that shit up.
Doesn't that just pretty much encapsulate my whole existence?
So maybe what you need to do is go to fucking Home Goods on the way home and get a couple of throw pillows. It'll get you to start making your bed. We're solving problems all over the place.
Y'all get
So good.
Maybe that comes free with the VW.
I come free.
That's true.
With the
I'm picking
Comfrey
again. I
is
just went.
McGee.
It's his turn. It's whatever. I'll pick for Cybers.
You didn't look, did you?
No,
Okay.
because it makes a difference.
I know. Do you know anyone who has been part of a pyramid scheme?
Your boy. I used to do multi-level marketing all the time.
Did you?
Oh man, I wanted to get rich. You only have to find 5 people who find 5 people who find 5 people who find 5 people. I mean, well, it could be easier.
Do you know 5 people? Yeah? Do they know 5 people?
That's 30 people.
Dude, then why aren't you a millionaire?
I know, right?
You idiot.
So
yeah,
dumb.
a multi-level marketing and or pyramid schemes and or Ponzi schemes. I guess they're not all the same. They're not all the same. But pyramids, I mean, so a pyramid scheme, multi-level marketing isn't necessarily a pyramid scheme, is
Right.
it?
I mean, a pyramid, if it's just straight up pyramid, then it's like, I'm putting this money in and we're going to see how far the train goes. And you might get lucky and make some money and get out, but you might get stuck at the end of the train.
Yeah, multi-level marketing is a way of saying pyramid scheme, but there's actual work involved.
And there's actual products involved.
Yeah.
Whereas a Ponzi scheme is like, hey, you want to buy a stock in Isaac Abrams Enterprises, and it doesn't fucking exist.
Right.
And then we just keep going until new customers run out and the money train slows to a halt, and then it's all over.
And most multi-level things are everybody in your downline is the sole purchaser of their own product.
Oh, this boy done MLM. He said downline.
Yeah.
He said downline.
Amway.
Like he's said it many times.
What's the healthy shake one that people buy like 60 grand worth of and keep in their health?
Nutrisystem.
No.
Oh, but it's something like that, right?
It's like a green logo.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Herbalife.
Herbalife.
Yeah.
They sponsor soccer teams. And
Yeah.
Most people have invested 20 to 30 grand and it's just sitting in their driveway.
Man, it's crazy.
So if I could just get you guys to...
They wrap their 12-year-old Escalade with Herbalife.
Nick, can you read that number over there under ISO record?
Yeah.
What's it say?
18.
2215.
Oh, all right.
It wasn't that far off.
Who from your friend group is the best cook?
It's probably me.
I'd say Dan.
Milligan?
Yeah. No, he can't cook. He can make green cheese, grilled cheese. You say you?
Probably. I mean, I have children that I cook for. I cook.
Oh, so you can make mac and cheese and starfish chicken nuggets.
How dare you? But yeah, for sure.
All right.
But more than that.
I don't know. Nick's making his own sushi these days.
Oh.
Yeah, I started doing sushi, but I would say amongst like our like small friend group, right? You've actually cooked the best food that I've had.
Oh, see?
But,
oh yeah, on the grill at your house.
Like bigger picture, my brother who lives on the other side of the country is an actual chef,
and not in our friend group.
But he's in my friend group.
I don't want to meet him.
Group,
I don't want to meet him.
I'm going to say you win.
Never again.
I'm going to say you win.
I say I win too. So that's 2 on 1.
I made Thanksgiving for everybody for 8 years straight.
You came to my house for Thanksgiving last year.
Okay, it wasn't last year, but how many years in a row did you come at my house?
Do I have to answer that?
No. Okay. Okay. I mean, I've straight up made a turkey for our whole friend group, sans you, because you didn't live here yet. Like 8 or 9 years in a row.
Didn't you come up to my house when I lived in Covina Hills? Didn't you come up for Thanksgiving?
That was the year I stopped.
Interesting. And also, apparently this past year, because you went to Nick's house.
Listen.
This is a really convenient timeline.
That was 8 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Right?
Yeah.
And then for the 9 years previous to that, it was your boy cooking for everybody.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, yeah, starting in 2007.
Right?
You never made me turkey. Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah,
that was when we blew up the fucking turkey.
The turkey balloon.
Turkey firework challenge.
Yeah. We blew up the neighbor's house.
That was great.
Yeah. And you wonder why people don't listen to this show. It's just inside stories about Thanksgiving 2007 in Frank's backyard.
Turkey rocket launch. That's what we called it.
Yeah. I want to say I'll put that video in the cut, but I won't.
Put that video in the cut. Put that video in the cut. Put that video in the cut.
What's the best thing you've ever cooked, Nick?
The best thing I've ever actually made is probably recently. Like in
sushi?
The sushi this year. I've been, over the past like year, I've become obsessed with making sushi, and I have gotten good enough at it that it's probably the best stuff I've ever actually made.
Where do you get the fish for that?
The Japanese market in Japantown off of Sawtell.
So much wrong with that sentence.
They have actual fish like straight, like from Hawaii day of.
Right.
You can pick up like tuna from Hawaii that hasn't even been frozen.
And it's very expensive, I imagine.
It is, but you know.
But you're using such
Can you taste the difference?
From
when you started to now?
No, like if you took like a piece of salmon from Ralph's and made sushi.
Yes. I would like to clarify, there is a difference, and your guts will know it for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
You can't.
It won't stick around.
You can't just buy fish at a store and and cut it up raw and serve it to someone.
Isaac brings over frozen shrimp to your house. He's like, "Let's sushi this. I just gotta wait for it. I'll put it in the microwave."
First of all, you can eat shrimp raw.
Okay. Yep.
Or wait.
No, you can't.
You can eat shrimp during raw on Monday night.
During Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you can. That's cool though. I've always thought that like sushi, like the complexities of just assembling it in a way that it actually stayed together, and then on top of that, organizing the ingredients and this is probably an easy city to do it in, but like if you lived in like St. Louis, like
getting the ingredients in LA is possible. It's not possible everywhere I've ever lived, for sure. Right? There has to be a Japantown or Little Tokyo for you to even have these options. There are 3 places even just in LA that I'm aware of.
Wow.
Right? So like it's not that common to be able to just buy.
Surprisingly, there's 3 even.
And there are also a couple spots like Whole Foods has like a certain salmon you can get, but it doesn't have all of the sashimi options that you would want, right?
Mm-hmm. So and do they call it sushi grade? Is that how you know, or is it?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Like it's all. What it'll say is, like, you can use it for sashimi. That's their way of saying you can use it for any type of sushi without cooking it. Mm-hmm. So, the Japanese markets make it possible, but the actual time spent is all in prep. It's crazy. So you're washing the rice, rinsing the rice for a while before you can even cook it. You know, I gotta.
Because you have to get all that excess starch off, right?
And so then you have to.
Is that what makes it sticky? No starch.
Well, you want it sticky, but not super sticky. So it's like the perfect amount of water versus having already rinsed it, and the water versus rice ratio is super important. Like if you mess that up by, a quarter of a cup, it's not the same at all.
Really?
Yeah. And then the actual fish has to be cut correctly.
Just, you know what it made me just think? If we went to the grocery store and we made like dog shit sushi, like we just got like a half a pound, like a salmon tail, and then got like a packet of microwavable Uncle Ben's, like rice pilaf, and then I don't know what you'd wrap it with, like I don't know, fruit roll up.
That actually sounds pretty good, like chicken flavored rice.
Covered in sugar.
Yeah.
I made sushi.
You dunk it in enough soy sauce, you can't tell the difference.
Oh man.
Are you a wasabi man?
Oh, definitely.
Oh god,
the hardest part is actually making the rice. Cutting the fish.
Are you having a stroke
on there?
You just told us about the rice for like 10 minutes.
No.
You went right back into the story.
I just need to keep talking about the rice, man. The rice is the hard part. It's the interesting part.
Guys, here's something I haven't said before. The rice.
I don't know if you knew this, because I definitely haven't said it.
No, you were telling me about it on the phone. There's vinegar involved, right?
There's all kinds of steps to the rice, man.
It's getting hot.
It takes
fucking.
Yes, it is.
It's so.
It takes
hot.
hours. I've spent. You've called me when I was starting, and then called me 4 hours later while I was still finishing it up. Like it takes me hours.
Is it worth it?
Just to have a couple sushi rolls.
Is it worth it?
Okay, so here's why I like it, and this is the real truth.
Let me work it.
It is like this very zen-like experience. I put on relaxing tropical music, like I'm in Hawaii or I'm in the Pacific Islands.
Yeah, like Jimmy Buffett.
Right? No.
That's what I was going to say.
Like James Buffet. That's great. That would be hilarious if you're like, it's just really important to set a vibe.
So we put on
James Buffet.
I put on Cradle of Filth, and I just blast it so every neighbor has to deal with it, and I just relax and make the
I put on Lips of an Angel on repeat.
Wow.
What was that band? Hobart?
Lips of an Angel.
It makes me weep.
It's just a mix. It's a mix of Anal Cunt and Ryan Cabrera.
Wow, that's deep. It could be the only band that at the time was worse than Creed, but Creed made a comeback.
Cradle of Filth is a great one. You just got to have some like kind of Pacific Island music, like Cradle of Filth or James Buffet.
Ryan Cabrera.
Yeah. Or the Shaq Diesel, the album that Shaq made. That's a great one.
Do you want me to shoot it?
Yeah.
Is that the name of it? Shaq Diesel, the album that Shaq made?
Yeah. Oh,
it's called Shaq Diesel.
Shaq Diesel.
The album that Shaq made.
Diesel.
Okay, let's do one more and get out of here. Or at least go get some air.
Or at least open the door so it's not so fucking hot.
Who has the worst sailor mouth?
What does that mean? Oh, like
who swears the most?
Filthy mouth.
Yeah. Amongst us?
Yeah, I'd probably say Cellar.
Yeah. I mean, I'm probably a close second. I'm like the what is that? Shake and bake?
How about this? Let's make it relatable to the people at home.
I recently got in trouble for saying the wrong thing at work.
Oh yeah. But that really pisses me off.
way to bury the lead, Al.
I did say pisses me off at work, and that turned into a problem. And apparently that's not okay.
That's really interesting.
Yeah.
That really is interesting.
Well, you got to stop getting pissed on at work, Nick.
I will try.
Yeah. You just got to get the piss off before work starts, before the bell rings.
Yeah, you got to piss off before work. Now who's having a stroke now?
Yeah. I think you should have gotten physical. I think that would have been a better move.
I probably.
Yeah, a solid backhand right after that.
Yeah. Or maybe just like, put your hand in their hair. Like like you're touching your head and then just slowly close your fist.
That would have gone.
And their head pops.
And you're just like, why are you late? Why do you do that?
Why are you
just keep squeezing
me?
Like it's like of Mice and Men. It's like in a Mice and Men moment. You just squeezing the hair tighter and tighter. Nope.
All right,
It really
thanks for
pisses me
watching.
off.
Are You Serious, everybody? This has been the first edition in 6 months.
God, it's bad.
It's horrible. We always bomb the first one and we do great for the second two.
You might never see this one.
You will, because somebody didn't say girl.
What?
You didn't say Gaza, so I'm going to put it up.
Oh, okay. Gaza.
Strip. We'll see you next time, everybody.
This show's a piece of shit.